on my own account. So, just so you know, that is me, but it's just taking longer. Today is January 5th, 2025. Can y'all sit with me for a second? I know TikTok allows music, so I wanted to worship before we talked. So can you sit with me? And now that you know what my real profile is, if you can go ahead and add that. And then I'll try to be live on there at one point. I don't know. I don't even know how to work TikTok. I don't know who's so damn sensitive on here that we can't use it. So yeah, I thought I'd turn those gifs off. Thought I turned them off. I just saw one. If I just saw, someone said, holy shit, am I getting this in real time? Yes. Hold on. I need to turn these gifts off. Thank you, but no thank you. We don't want those. We don't ask for any money. I know there's so many fake accounts that are doing that, but I thought they were off. So just hang on 2 seconds. I'm gonna come right back after I turn those off again. Really tired, but I felt like getting on here to ask y'all to do a virtual march with us this weekend. I survived, but there's a child that did not, and then there's a child that's still in it today. And I was hand chosen. This woman went through HE double hockey sticks with me, okay? And nobody wanted me. They just didn't want her to have me. I call her my twin because she's the definition of a real mom. I call her my twin because when you see a strong child, when you see a strong person that grew up, sometimes everybody wants to know, like, who's their mom? Who is their family? How many people are proud to say who that is? I am. Right here, this one. That's who it is. Dang it, I just made a knot. Got it? Okay. So we're gonna do a virtual march to talk about the children. The world needs to talk about the children. And everybody's like, what is that gonna do? There's more digital soldiers than there are soldiers with boots on the ground and not afraid to do it. So, and then the last time we tried to do marches, you seen what happened with that. So, you know, we all thought maybe we should do a virtual march, and we're asking everybody to utilize every platform, including your own, and speak about the children. And not just the children under your feet, not just the children in Child Protective Services custody, not just the children that you barely see on Amber Alerts, but you look in your state and your local, and you'll see that there's a lot of kids missing. Nobody got an Amber Alert. Nobody's seen them on the news. Nobody's even heard from them. A lot of them are in government custody. But people don't stay on the children. They only talk about the children when they're trending. And I think people just expect to end up in an under your feet hole. I don't know how else to say that without getting blocked, okay? Under your feet, get me? Long hole in the ground. People expect to just drop in like a storm drain, pick up a child that's going through hell and get them out of there, and then get on their social media and be like, we saved the children. once you go to help someone and you understand this fight, you'll understand that satanic ritual abuse. You'll understand that DID altars, like Britney Spears talking about her 5-year-old altar, that's not a joke. There may be a lot going on with that woman as far as clones and everything else, but her saying that her 5-year-old altar is up, now that's the most truth that y'all are gonna get live, because that's DID. MK Ta. I don't know if I can say that word either. MK Ta. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? Okay, good. People think that it's just so easy to go grab a child and save them. If it was that easy, don't you think that we wouldn't be in this situation or talking about this situation, still waiting on the flight logs, the list, still waiting on arrest, still waiting on a case to not be butchered or paid off or dismissed or hidden? The cases that they want you to see for entertainment purposes and for distraction purposes, they're loud and proud, like Johnny Depp, Luigi, all of them, OJ. Those cases are public information. They make sure you're watching it like a TV show because they want you to. That's the way they get you. Because if you're paying attention to things that don't make sense, like the glove or the smile or his mustache, then you're not paying attention to people like Combs or Rock Nation, or the list goes on. The real cases. That's the point. That's the point. So, people want drama. Negative attention, even though it's negative attention, brings views. I'm not engaging in any of that. I know you guys can see the threats and things like that going on. Damn it, I got a knot again. I know you guys can see all that stuff going on from everywhere, not just from one thing. But nobody stays focused anymore. It takes a lot. It really does, because holding your integrity is more exhausting than anything. Being honest and being in a world full of people where ignorance has always outweighed the truth, that's harder than anything. People are like, well, you don't hear from survivors. Of course you don't. Because the truth will cost you more than anything. The truth will cost you more than anything that anybody is able to charge. So of course you don't hear from survivors. Real ones. Because this is hard. I just want to go back to school. And I know people are like, but why go back to a college? I've been in the same college, same community college for 12 years, probably 13 now, y'all. Why? Because I'm not dumb, even though I just said sewist instead of seamstress. I'm not dumb. It takes a lot for us to be able to go to school peacefully, because just as much as you see the threats, it takes a lot to be at a public college. Even if when I did virtual school, it was a lot. Because then when things go down and I have to move out of the way or whatever, then missing class or having to keep putting in assignments. I am a part of a big part of the college where you can, they know about the trafficking and DID and things like that, but there's only so much they can do when there's threats on a public campus. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? People that are like, I want you unalived already. I know. What are you gonna do? When are we gonna talk about the children? That's my point. And so many, well, why are you still moving? Because If we stopped moving, we'd be sitting ducks. And if you understood how this life works, then you understand when FedEx comes to the door, or when those court judges disappear because of the UPS driver and things like that. We've had so many of those situations that we're just not dumb. There's so many people who want us unalived. Get in line. It's long. Take a number. If they do that anymore, take a number. You're gonna be waiting for a while. So that's why we keep moving. And on top of that, we made a promise. And I was at a point where I was in denial for a minute. I was like, there's nothing that I can do. It's just me. I'm nobody special. I'm nobody big. I can't do anything to change what's going on. But we all can. There's a reason why you're sitting on my platform right now. There's a reason why you're listening. There's a reason why you're here. Whether you believe in God or not, there's a reason why you're here. I do. I believe in Jesus, which is why I want to play some worship music. But before I do, and then I'll keep talking. My point is to do a virtual march this coming weekend from Friday to Sunday. Everybody flood their platforms with the truth of the children. Now, we came up with a few questions that you can answer on your platform. But if you have more ideas, go for it. It is, I'm going to say HST. You know what those words stand for? It is that awareness month this month. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to say on here, y'all. It won't let me do much. So it is awareness month. So I don't know what else to do, but try to push, right? Everybody's exhausted. Are you not exhausted by the back and forth? Are you not exhausted by it? Do you care about the truth, or do you care about the gossip? That's the question. If you care about the gossip, you're in the wrong place. I'm gonna tell you right now. You're at the wrong spot. You should just leave this live. Bye. Oh, I'm holding a needle, so don't go crazy. Bye. Don't go crazy. That was me holding the needle. I know somebody's gonna twist that. I have a sewing needle in my hand. Don't go crazy. Again, clickbait, negative attention. It brings views. That's all people are looking for. Views bring money. So there's so many people that just do negative things just to bring views, including using my name. That's why there's a fake account up that you should really report, unfollow, and block. And go to my real one, please. Because that one is not charging you for money. But it is the negative attention brings attention. I don't want to do that. Can we, if you care about what's going on, not just the next arrest or whatever, don't just care about who's getting arrested. Care about what they did and to who. We are talking about children. We're talking about children. 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 Y'all. I was one of those babies. I used to teach kids. I know some of my students are gonna watch this. Hi, I love you. I miss you a lot. Taught all ages. Special needs. Babies to adults. I miss it. Teaching gave me a purpose, because I wasn't just a teacher. I was a mentor. I was a coach. Became nurse. At one point, I wore many hats as a teacher. I would listen to. I'd love coming into work and listening to babies tell me about stories that did not even matter. Everybody would get on me because I would come into work early sometimes, because I just knew that my babies would want to talk to me before I started teaching. So I would come in with extra pieces of paper and extra crayons, and we would just stop, because I didn't even have these kids, but they would be in the hallway like, hey, can I talk to you about the booger that I had earlier? And I'm like, yes, we can talk about it. I got 20 minutes. Why aren't people talking about the babies? Why is that not something that we all can agree on? We all can agree on the babies. Right? Natalie, is that how you say your name? Can you focus, please? We talking about the babies. If you're asking me if someone's guilty, I think you already know the answer, love. That's why you asking me, right? Because you have a feeling, you can see it. That's what I'm asking y'all to do. Do the research this weekend on your platforms, and go on your platforms and talk about it. You could do what I'm doing. What's stopping you? Do you know how many kids pray for people like you to just be like, I'm not going to stop talking no matter what happens to me. I'm not going to stop talking no matter who's hunting me, no matter who wants me to stop talking, no matter what people say about me, no matter what is done to me. I know the truth, so why would I stop talking? Why can't we all agree? Right there. Done. That's all I'm asking. There's so many threats on us right now. I don't even know why I'm on here, but it is what it is. We have to keep going. Can't take them all down, right? You can stop a few people. You can stop 80. Did you see that quote from A Bug's Life? You can't stop everybody. But everybody can. Damn it. See this? See? Sewing is fun, they say. Sewing will be relaxing, they say. Everything will be fine, they say. The string broke. Dang it. A virtual march. How can you help a virtual march this weekend? Tell your family, shoot a text message to all your friends, all those friends that called you crazy until they seen Diddy's arrest, and then they were like, how'd you know that? How'd you know that? Can't be anybody else. And then they seen somebody else in the news and they're like, how'd you know that? Those people, call them. Call them, send them a text message. We're gonna be putting out some flyers soon. Everywhere. Can you copy those flyers? And everybody at midnight on Friday, this coming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, don't stop talking about the children. And you don't even have to mention my story. You don't have to. It's up to you what you want to do. But mainly, look in your area and see what's going on with the children around you. How many did you miss? How many Amber Alerts didn't you get? You know who Amber Alert is connected to? You know why you're not getting those Amber Alerts? Because sometimes those are a text message to the buyer or people so they can move out the way. You know how sometimes you get them and they don't even tell you who to look for? They just give you license plates. And you're like, who am I looking for? I got a car? Who's kidnapped? Did you know that? Do you notice that? If you look in your area right now and notice how many children are missing versus how many Amber Alerts did you get? It's not just the children in the hospitals, medical kidnapping. It's not just the children under your feet. It's not just the children in Child Protective Services custody. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. The children at the border. Everyone's asking everything except the children. That part, that comment. Thank you. That. Exactly. When you really realize how deep this goes, and if you're really like, why aren't we getting the list? The people that are not telling you, sometimes they have something to do with why that list is not coming out. The children, right? What can we do to help? The virtual march. That's all I'm asking. The virtual march. That's what I want. And not just this weekend, continue after this weekend. But this weekend, even if your account gets taken down, even if you get threats like we do, no matter what happens, don't stop fighting for the children. The children. I don't feel like this is a lot to ask. There will be posters put out soon on these. Can I explain the virtual march? I just did. I'll explain it again, and then I'm gonna play some music and just chill with y'all for a little bit, and then we'll talk about it some more. You want to explain the virtual march? Maybe Mama will explain it to you different than I will. Listen to Mom.
Yeah. Get with your friends, get with your family, get with as many people as you can, and just continually, you can post up anything about trafficking, you can ask the questions, you can pull flyers off 90s Nation News. That'll have questions, that'll have information. Just keep posting that on all your platforms for Friday through Sunday. Don't stop. We want to make it enough so that everybody's going to see it. We want people to start asking questions. We want people to start thinking about, hey, where are the kids? Why hasn't anybody talked about the kids? Why are we talking about who's getting arrested? Why are we worried about whose name is on Epstein's flight log? What about the children that were on that island? What about the children that were being sold? Nobody's saying anything about that. And if they do, they lead you to think that they were adults, and that's not true. So we want to do the biggest push that we can, but we can't do it by ourselves. It needs all of us. And when you truly understand the depth of the evil that's being done, you'll be like a dog with a bone as well, and you won't let that shit go because it will sicken you to your core. So look on 90s Nation News, do whatever you want to do, find your own information, but Friday to Sunday, just plaster every platform that you can. Get your friends and family to plaster every platform that you can.
Question your local news stations. Put comments in people that you know are supposed to be talking about the children.
It's not a one-person solution.
No.
We can't just wait for somebody to get in office to fix that. That's not going to happen. It's going to require all of us. doing something, anything, to solve this problem. This problem is the darkest, most deepest, most evil thing. Your brain can't even fathom the depths of the evil. And it's bigger than one person. It's bigger than a new cabinet. It's bigger than a new president. It's bigger than that. It's a crimes against humanity, and we're all responsible for that. So it's up to us to start making noise. It's up to us to raise awareness. People aren't going to get off their ass and fight a problem that they don't know exists, that they don't understand, that they can ignore and stick their head in the sand. It's got to stay in the forefront before people are going to start moving.
If it was just going to be the responsibility of one person to come in and pull a string and it's all going to be fixed, it would have been fixed by now. Forever ago.
And if we could just waltz in somewhere and start pulling kids out of places, I wouldn't be sitting on here. We wouldn't be here. I would be doing that. It doesn't work like that. Things don't work the way you think they do.
If we were going to play stormtroopers and start jumping into storm drains and just grabbing children out from tea parties.
If I told you there was a child right now being hurt in the White House, and it was up to you to go get how far do you think you would get? You wouldn't pass the gates. You would be shot dead. It kind of is like that.
Easy with that. TikTok is sensitive. I know you don't. I know you're not doing it, but ma'am.
We Gen X.
No, ma'am. I know you don't.
And that's the other thing.
I know you don't, but ma'am, I need this. I need this live to keep going. Okay.
Yeah.
I love you, but you better use the algorithm words.
Yeah. Gen X people don't get down like that.
For as long as you can. All right? We still haven't played music yet.
That's the next fight after we get the kids. Is doing something with this censorship.
Yeah, so much for free speech.
Everybody turning themselves inside out, not to say the wrong word. Screw that.
If you're a foster kid, this is the time to speak up. Hi. I know some of you remember me. I used to volunteer at some of the agencies my mom worked at, because my mom was a agency worker, not a social worker, not a county worker. I used to volunteer at some of her agencies. Volunteer, which means I did things for free. I am a braider. I used to be a braider. So I would do a lot of the kids' hair for free. A lot of foster children, a lot of foster parents that don't care about the kids. There's some good foster parents, but they're very few and far in between. I never had a good one, but I have seen some good ones. And some of those kids, I know you foster kids will know what I'm saying. If I needed my hair done, somebody would tell me, do I have hair money? If I wanted food because they were going to McDonald's and getting their kids a burger, then they would tell me I don't have any McDonald's money. So unless it came out of my allowance, even though they were getting paid to take care of me, they wouldn't do anything to help me. So I went like almost 6 months to a year with my hair matted in the same braids. I showed up to foster care and my head stunk so bad. Black girl hair, you know that after it gets dirty to a certain extent, it will stink. Okay, the dandruff was flying in my face. My face was breaking out. So I had to do something. And I started doing my own hair. Because I didn't have any other choice. So when I turned 19, after I turned 19, it was after I got adopted. So I want to say I was about 21. I started volunteering at foster agencies to just let them know if any baby needed my help. So they weren't bullied at school. So they didn't feel gross. So their hair wasn't matted together. I was volunteering and braiding kids' hair. And I was going and picking up the supplies with my own money. So nobody had to worry. I would buy bonnets for them, some grease, some oil, whatever color they wanted in their hair, something appropriate for the babies like beads or barrettes. And that's what I would do, because I know how that shit felt. Stuff felt. If you're a foster kid, I'm talking to you. It's time to speak up. Speak about what's going on. Speak about what you've seen, what you've witnessed, what you've went through. If you're too scared and you're like, if I start saying anything about my social workers and I get moved again, I'm gonna be going through hell. I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't doing that. I get you. I get you. You don't have to say names. Don't let anybody push you to do something that you don't want to do. If you're not ready for that yet, you don't have to be. But somebody does need to know what's going on, because I've seen a lot in foster care. That's why I was a missing kid in 2010, because nobody cared about me. Everybody cared about that paycheck. And because I was a troubled kid, they got a bigger paycheck. Every time I ran, they got a paycheck. Bigger, an increase in the paycheck. Nobody ever did anything to take care of me. I can tell you right now, as a kid, I stole deodorant from the 99-cent store. Sometimes I stole food from the gas station. I did anything sometimes to get a phone call just so I could talk to my mom that's sitting here right now. So I get it. If you're like, I can't do that right now, I get it. Trust me. My social workers still work for that county. And they don't get in trouble, and they could get away with everything. They did. And there's nothing that a foster kid can say. Did y'all read that post that I posted on Telegram and on Facebook? And that was Riverside County Child Protective Services. They still work the same way. Probably still in the same people too. I was never loved. I was never chosen. I was never okay until my twin. This one right here. This one over here. Lean in so they can see your face again. This one right here. This one. She looked just like me, I know. She came in my life and is like, oh, mom, I know. We went through hell. Still going through hell. You wonder why? We have everything in black and white too. Have the CPS reports, have the police reports, have the grape. I hate using this word. It's a TikTok algorithm. I'm trying to stay with you guys. The grape kids. Went through so much. And I look back at the stuff that we went through and I blocked out, buried, split from. I'm like, damn, I'm still here? Huh. I'm still here. So why can't I do something to fight for those who didn't make it out and they're still going through it? That makes no sense. They took every part of me. I can't have kids. I used to think that was the most horrible thing as a woman. I used to think like I could never be close to a real woman because I couldn't have kids. That's not true. I'm adopted. Everybody, that blood is thicker than water. Nah, water is more transparent. Blood is sticky. It's getting sticky. if you see us out and about, I usually have bracelets or rocks or something at my feet. If you see us, please walk up to us. We'll say hi. I am weird. Okay? I'm also a very simple person. And if you see me out and about, sometimes looking like a crack-headed ferret because I'm always looking over my shoulder, I'm paying attention to something. So, but if you see us somewhere, please come up to us. It really doesn't matter what my bloodline is. It doesn't matter any of that. It matters, how am I still sitting here? Yeah? Yeah? How am I still sitting here? I'm asking you to stay focused, please. Just stay focused on the kids. Yes, I'm sewing. For those who I'm sewing. I took some t-shirts and stuff and I cut them up and I'm making a blanket. So I don't know how this is gonna come out. I just need something to do. I'm a really simple person. A very simple person. And I believe in God because I've seen him work. Because before I did not believe in God. I was all over the place. My PIMPS were did I just get blocked? Can you still see me? Can you still hear me? You're here. Okay. I don't know what that was. It just said live visibility restricted. 2 restrictions? Is that like a flag? Is that a warning? What'd I do? What'd I do? Okay. So that means that it's probably gonna kick me off very soon. So, virtual march this weekend. Look for the posters, yeah? Okay. Virtual march this weekend. Look for the posters. Someone said just get off and restart. You want to stay with me while I worship and then keep sewing? Stop live and restart the live. We can still hear you and see you. Okay. You just might have to restart. I could do that. All right. Let's restart. I pray this recording, I don't know how to get the recording off. So if somebody screen recorded this, can you please send it back and we'll repost it? I don't know how to do it. Can somebody tell me how to do it before? They said hurry before they kick you off. You're right. Okay.